on the next one. This was our last Blitz of the summer, but if you would like to join us for the next one in the best market in the country, hit me up. We have a few spots available for our next one. Hope you can join us. What's up, solopreneurs? We just finished up our last Blitz of the summer. Wanted to give you a little recap, some good, some bad, things we could have improved on. Hopefully you can take it away to your next Blitzes that you plan, or maybe join us on the next one. So welcome to the show. My name's Taylor Armstrong. We're here to help you close more deals, generate more leads and referrals, and have a much better time in the solar industry. We're free and available on Apple, iTunes, Spotify, wherever you can find podcasts, also YouTube, coming at you almost every Tuesday and Friday. You know how it is. Sometimes we get a little grind mode closing deals, but we try to keep it fresh, new, original content every week. So thank you for sharing the show. Thank you for spreading the word, because that is what keeps the podcast going. And if you have not left us a review or shared the show, please go do that. That's the way we grow this thing. And that's what's kept the podcast going throughout the years. Hey, and some of you heard last podcast, we had Melissa Romaiz on. She is, I think, probably one of the greatest people doing blitzes right now in the solar industry. Just the way she organizes them, the attention to detail is insane, and learned a ton from her podcast. So if you've not listened to that podcast, go give it a listen. And, I just decided, hey, since we're on the topic of blitzing, we just finished up one. Let's talk about some results of our blitz. So it's a little bit different style podcast, kind of just going to be a recap, talk about our deals, some of the things that happened, just a little maybe journal entry of the blitz. Okay, so I hope you enjoy the just kind of the story of our blitz. Okay, so I'm going to start. This was a 5-day blitz. We left on Tuesday, came back Saturday night. So a little bit shorter one, but most people at our company right now, we typically keep it 5-6 days. And that's about the amount of blitz I like to do, just because anything more than that gets a little tough. Got a family, got wife, 3 kids and everything. And I'll be honest, it's tough to be constantly blitzing. So that's why I think it's important to not only learn to master the blitz model, but also master selling in your own market, because it's just a lot more sustainable. And especially if you're married, have kids, makes it way easier on the family. Hey, but that being said, here's what we did. We left Tuesday, and it was a little bit hectic. Was planning on leaving in the morning, and got behind, had to wrap up a few calls with customers. And as I was packing up my stuff to go, I have one of those little Aura rings. Maybe some people have those, tracks your sleep and everything. I ended up losing that before I left. And I'm like, man, right now probably is my only shot at finding it, because the battery's still charged and fresh in the mind. So I'm going to try to find it. So I spent an hour and a half searching for this stupid ring to no avail, and still don't know where my Aura ring is. It's connecting to the Bluetooth. I know it's somewhere in my room, because that's where it was connecting to. So if you want to come help me dig through my room, try to find this ring, then hit me up. But delayed us on the blitz, and I left. I had to go pick up one of our setters in LA, around LA where he lives. So he carpooled up with us, and we ended up getting there that night. Hey, we went to the place we got the Airbnb for the blitz. Was kind of this place in the middle of nowhere. It's called Lake Isabella. It's in California. So we went there. We got the Airbnb there. Some people were planning to knock around there. We were running late, and we passed through Bakersfield to get there. Bakersfield is like Central California. So we're like, you know what? Let's just try to hit some doors around there, because we have an hour and a half of daylight. So we decided we're going to see what we can do. So we ended up booking a few appointments, and as we did that, I knew that's probably where we're going to be the rest of the week. Kind of sealed our location, which, looking back, I don't know if that was the smartest thing. we did get deals, but it was about an hour away from where we were actually staying. So yeah, got some appointments the first night. Ended up getting to the Blitz house about 11:30, pretty late by the time we went to the grocery store, ate some food and all that. And what was funny, this place, Lake Isabella, it's like a bunch of windy roads. It's through mountains, through canyons. It's along like the Kern River. So it was quite the trek to get there. It was like a cabin basically we rented. And the guy I was with, the setter, won't say his name, but he does not do well on these windy roads. So by the time we got there, he was about ready to just cancel the Blitz just because he hates these windy roads. Scares him. He hates feeling like he's going to drive off a cliff. So that was definitely interesting and entertaining, but sad that that we had to go through all these windy roads, and that was going to be what we were doing for the next 5 days. And he did not like it one bit. But finally, the Airbnb, that was day one. And just to recap a few of these other days, trying to not drag on too much. But day two, we ended up going back to the town around Bakersfield. We found a town that's mostly Mexican. It's actually crazy. This particular town, I guess I won't say where because, we might go back there. Don't be still in our area. But this town, it was like, I would say 90% Mexican. There's some definitely some Mexican areas up there. And a lot of people worked on, like grape fields and all that. So we ended up, if you follow me on social media, you saw by the end of this, we had like, I don't know, I would say like 15, 20 bags of grapes that we went home with. Just an insane amount of grapes. So if you want some grapes, I got grapes. Come over to my place. Got tons of grapes. But we went to the Spanish area. Lots of Mexican families. And day two, we did end up getting the same day. That was great. But another thing that was surprising is this town, a lot of people, they're just like super old school Mexicans, people working in fields. We found out pretty quick that a lot of these people, a few of them actually didn't even have cell phones, crazy enough. But a lot of them, if they did have a cell phone, it was like a flip phone. They didn't know how to text at all. And actually, a surprising amount of people did not have bank accounts, which was pretty shocking. So the first same day we closed, that day on Wednesday, she didn't have a regular bank account. She had a checkings account. So if any of you have used GoodLeap, we're selling a lot of GoodLeap power purchase agreements, you know that it asks for the banking information. So we put in the savings account, pushed it through, thought that was good, but then I end up getting a message the next day that they didn't accept that account. So more on that in a minute, okay? But that proved to be a little bit of a challenge that week, is just quite a few people without bank accounts. So it made it difficult for us because most companies that do the PPAs, which is our primary product right now, most of them want like a valid checking account. So we found out the hard way that we had to go with some that were a little less strict on that. We use Sunrun for a PPA option as well, and they're a little less strict on the bank accounts. So we were able to push some through that, but was one of the challenges we experienced. Okay, the third day, we went back and I know everyone that's been in solar for a while has encountered this, but I got the classic cat lady for the first appointment of the day, Wednesday. Go in the home, I just get slapped in the face by the smell of cat urine. And she had 10 cats in the house. Just insane. She invited us to sit down at the table, and she pulled out the chairs. The chairs are just caked in cat hair. And I have cat allergies. So I don't know how I survived this appointment, but by the grace of God, somehow I survived this appointment without having like a sneezing attack. Once I saw the cat hair everywhere, I'm like, oh, this is going to be bad. And I scoped it out. She didn't have any place outdoors to sit that I saw. So I'm just like, I'm going to have to take one for the team, just suffer through it. Did get a runny nose, but somehow avoided having like a sneezing attack, which has definitely happened in appointments before. So I had to ask for some tissues, but made it through, got the deal. Her house was definitely run down. We're going to need to trim some trees, and we're going to need to fix the roof up for this account. But somehow, some way, she passed credit, which was pretty shocking. And that's something for those maybe newer closers. If you see people like that, where it's just they have a rundown house, maybe lower income area, I don't think it's rude. We're not judging people out there, but the truth is most of those people have bad credit. If their house is run down, if they got 10 cats in there, much higher likelihood that they got bad credit. So the first thing you should do to make sure you are being smart with your time is run a credit application when you get in the home. And no one really has a problem with it. It's like, hey, Mr. Homeowner. So a lot of people, I know it's tough times, but there is credit requirements for this. Do you know ballpark what the credit is right now for you? If there's any question at all, pull out the app, run it. If you just come across low key, it's like, we have a quick form that'll tell us right off the bat if that's going to be an issue. If it is, then I definitely don't want to waste your time with this. So let's see what it says. Let's see what it tells us, and then pull it up. Boom. You can save yourself a lot of time, a lot of headaches if they're not going to pass credit. Okay, and speaking of not passing credit, we did have three deals on this Blitz that did not pass credit. And if you don't have something up your back pockets, make sure you get like a credit repair option. I can definitely refer you to some of our guys that are great with credit repair. But we have an option right now that's in most cases improving people's credits to 650, which is what they need to pass the credit. And so 2 of the 3 people that didn't fail credits, we were able to get them enrolled in the credit repair program. I had them sign a doc, ChatGPT had them make them a doc that says if they decide not to go solar, then they're responsible to pay the cost of the credit repair program, which I told them it costs about $2,000 to repair their credit. Yeah, we got 2 people enrolled in that did not pass credit. So those people should be sales in the next couple months once they get their credit repaired. So make sure you're not throwing away your leads that fell credit. So many people, so many sales that I've gotten over the years are just from customers that they fell credit with another company. They weren't qualified. And if those companies would actually kept track of the leads, got them enrolled in some credit repairs, then that could have been sales right there. So make sure you're keeping track of those leads. Shoot me a DM, shoot me a message if you want more info on credit repair. So that was day 3. We ended up, fell on one of the credits at like 11 o'clock at night. So we got back at like 11:30, 12 that night after everything was said and done. Day 4, we had another failed credit. To start off the day, got them enrolled in the credit repair program. We did close the same day. This day was a little bit tougher. The same day we closed is already canceled. It was, same day that wasn't great. Single Mexican lady. She just was not confident in making the decision. And unfortunately she canceled it. So Friday was a tough day. Gotten a couple appointments, had the failed credits, had the same day close, but not a great day. Got our teeth kicked in a little bit. And on top of that, Friday when we try to go home, the canyon that we go through to get back to our Airbnb, of course, it closed down. There's like a power line that fell down. So closed down. So we drive clear basically to the entrance of the canyon, which is like half an hour. And they tell us we can't take that way, so we have to go clear around a back way, which was like 2 hours to get home. So we ended up getting home almost at midnight again. So we had some late nights. It was definitely an exhausting blitz. And then the last day, which was day 5 on Saturday, could have gotten out a little earlier, was just exhausted from all the late nights, getting back late, and wanted to hit a little gym workout. So did get out a little bit later, wanted to get going early, but didn't get to our area until about 11, which anyone that's listening, Saturdays, you want to try and start early because people are going to be home 9 to 11:30. It's a super prime window. It's like the prime time of Saturday. So that was something we could have done better. But we went, had a ghosted first appointment, and then continuing on the story of the other deal that had the failed bank account. I had to go back, and we, figured out that they weren't going to accept a savings account, and we had to switch it to another PPA provider. So if you are selling these power purchase agreements, I assume that's in other states, but California, now you know. If you try to sell GoodLeap, you can't use a savings account. It has to be a checking account, and they verify it to make sure the account's correct. You can't just put in like random account numbers. So learn from that. I had to go and actually almost lost the deal because she was taking it as a sign that, oh, maybe I shouldn't do this. I have to start from scratch, and had to fight to get the deal back on track, but luckily got her going. Everything's good. Learned a lesson with that. And then the rest of the day, it was a little slower, and, got one of our previous failed credits enrolled in credit repair. And then we were gunning for a same day, but things were just appointments were canceling at the door. We had one that sat, and then the wife kind of killed it. And it was tough. And we went and grabbed some food, and then we were just going to hit it for another hour, maybe 2 hours after we grabbed some food, because we had like a 4-hour drive to get home. And, we got back out there, and by the grace of God, we went back, or I should say, my guy, our setter, he went back, and to this one where the wife killed the deal. It was funny. She had actually basically hid in her room during the appointment. She was there for a little bit of it, and we had to use her email for the docs. Then she left. She went and hid in her room, and the husband's just like, yeah, she doesn't want to do this. So we went back, and somehow, some way, the wife was there. We talked to her, and she's like, oh, okay, well, yeah. If my husband wants to do this, then whatever, he's the one making the money. So I guess that's fine if he wants to do this. And we're like, yeah, well, sounds like we're good to go then, because he does want to do it. And we were able to get the Hail Mary. We thought we were ending the day, ending the weekend on a low note. Friday was tough. But we were able to lock this deal down last day. And we planned to leave at 5 at the latest. We went back at 4:30, got in this deal, wrapped it up, and we're able to get on the road by 5. So some lessons from it are just always ask one more time, right? Maybe it's a situation like that where the husband is shutting it down, the wife is shutting it down. Maybe you try one more time. Maybe you go back one more time after lunch, because you never know what's going to happen. It's the difference in getting a deal that day. That was our miracle appointment. And then a few other lessons. Make sure you plan your area before the Blitz, right? We were driving pretty far from where our Airbnb was. So in hindsight, probably should have either planned to stay closer to where we were or gotten a separate Airbnb if we knew we were going to be working that area, because it was a lot of extra driving. Check traffic before you head out. Okay, we ended up doing that 2-hour detour because we didn't check the traffic if you think roads might be closed or whatever. And yeah, so just some lessons from the Blitz. Hope those are some things that you can think about before the next Blitz you go on. And more important than anything, I would say just track your numbers, track your appointments, track your sits. Hey, we ended up sitting in, I would say, about 10 appointments. We closed 4 of them, and we had 3 failed credits. So 2 are enrolled in credit repair. And then a few didn't close for whatever reason. We had one, the daughter killed the deal. Happens. So, we're able to end the Blitz with 5 closed deals. 1 canceled already. But hey, that's how it goes. I'm happy with our results. I feel like we, overall was a good blitz. So if you would like to join us on the next one, this was our last blitz of the summer. But if you would like to join us for the next one in the best market in the country, hit me up. We have a few spots available for our next one. Hope you can join us. But in the meantime, go close some deal this week, push hard, and take advantage of the best time to sell solar. We'll see you on the next episode. Hey, if you're getting something out of this, be sure to subscribe. It's free and it helps me keep making content like this for you.